what gives you the drive and the motivation to just make so many things happen and accomplish so much?
Like you said, for the past 4.5 years, I've essentially been in a prison within the prison. But at the same time, they only got my body enslaved. They had never been able to enslave my mind or my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that spirit and that drive is something that I believe I got from my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Who was one of the founders and the vice chairman at the Heights Center, one of the leading revolutionary activists back in the day in Terre Haute.
So your grandfather was a founder of the Heights Center in Terre Haute?
And the architect.
The architect. Yes, sir. You know, and that's really the only black center for the black community in Terre Haute, period. You know? So this is directly in your lineage then.
Yes, I know. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so fundamental that we fight to get back access and ownership and control of that building, because without control of our own institutions within our community, we have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like you said earlier, they already have designed this entire government and economic, social, and political structure to leave us without and in need of them, to keep us dependent on our oppressor and colonizer for our every need.
Right.
So that's the reason my grandfather and his comrades created the Heights Center, to serve as a liberation center for our people.
Educate.
So we can go there and get our basic needs met, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So since they took over and our people lost ownership and control, there's no more soup kitchen. There's
Right.
no more Feed the People programs. There's no more after-school programs for our people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The chefs on the library, there's no more library with books filled to educate and break the psychological chains of slavery.
Yes, sir.
We can't even get open gym anymore, you know what I'm saying? People gotta drive all the way to Dixie B and other places outside of our community just to play ball.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
That's why we've been these people's assemblies the last 2 years. That's something like, when it comes to revolutionary organizing, you got to know where you're at and what the needs of the people are. And I've been talking to people from age 16 all the way to people in their 80s in Terre Haute, and a common thread is the Heights Center. You know what I'm saying? They realize that it's been taken from us. People who grew up there, people who've been there their whole life like you, we know what the Heights Center means to us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not on a conscious level.
Yes, sir.
Like CCS and the Heights Center, they're pivotal institutions and businesses within the community we got to maintain control of. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
In the fight of getting back access and ownership to this center, which could take years to do, my mother and I bought back the land where I grew up at, right behind the Heights Center on 12th and Cruft. And
that's what's up, man. That's a major move right there.
So what we have hopes to do, whether we get back ownership and control of the Heights Center or not, we're going to put the New African People Center up right there on 12th and Cruft, where my family's been for generations.
Right.
Serve as a social and cultural development center for the people. You know what I'm saying? And get the necessary programs in there that allow us to have self-determination over our lives.
Yes, sir, brother. Man, you know, I've already said it before, but I really got to say it again. You know, you taking the leadership role and creating a community center, you know, to not only to honor your family history and the family patriarchs who've come before you, but also honoring your community and all the people therein, giving them something for the kids so that they can possibly not make those fatal mistakes that we both have made. You know, it's a real opportunity to save real human lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. And it's just amazing that you do all of this, man, in them four little walls in that dark closet you live in. You know what I'm saying? That means for anybody out here, there is no excuse. You know what I'm saying?
I've said it before, you know what I'm saying? But just to elaborate on what you had asked me previously, like, to me and to people within the conscious community, you understand what these prisons are. But to me, to take it to another level, this prison in this slave camp is no more than another ghetto or trailer park or borough within the United States. So I'm 30 minutes from Terre Haute. To me, I don't look at it as me being held captive in the sense that, like you said, I can't still do my music. I can't still do anything that I would do if I was out there on the streets. You feel me?
Right.
So, and that's why my oppressors try so hard to stop everything that I'm doing, because they're like, we've already gave him 110 years. We've placed him in solitary confinement for the past 4.5 years. He's locked in this cage 23 to 24 hours a day. He's not supposed to be doing none of this stuff that he's doing.
Right.
But when you're looking at it from the way that I'm looking at it, and you got the support on a national level that I got, that I'm blessed to have, and the family support, and my OGs like you who stayed down since day one.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing I can do.
Yep. 100%, man. That's what's up, man. You know. What other projects you involved in as far as, you know, as far as the movement? Anything else you want to expand on as far as what the movement and the different brothers you have across the country, what they're doing and what you're working with them at this time?
Yeah, aside from co-founding the New African Liberation Collective, which I'm the chairman of, in 2016, through my short little stint as being ambassador to the Black Guerrilla Army, the general of the VGA approached me and was like, look, we got some brothers behind the wall in Virginia, and they want you to start the Prison Life Matter movement in the United States and lay out ideology in a political line and build up that structure. So since early 2017, I've been pushing this Prison Life Matter movement, and what that evolved into was me starting the Prison Life Matter National Coordinating Committee, which consists of majority of the leading political prisoners and prisoners of war within this country. Some of the comrades who've been down 50, 40, and 30 plus years, you know what I'm saying? These was Tupac's OGs who brought him in and mentored him.
Right.
And was comrades of his mother, Afeni, and his stepfather, Matulu Shakur. And as well as just several leading prison organizations behind the wall and prison abolition formations on the street. And we just been growing this network around the country, similar to what we're doing with NALC and Frolinine. The objective of Prison Life Matter is to serve as a united front for the overall prison movement, so that we're not operating in dozens of splinter groups with no cohesiveness to it.
Right.
Bringing unity and a structural aspect to the prison movement so we can galvanize our power, because the way that we've been operating for years and decades is single individuals, and it makes them easy to divide and conquer us, and we reduce our own power that way.
Right.
So, over the past few years, that's what I've been on in terms of the prison movement, just uniting all the leadership so that we can have a trickle-down effect and take it to the masses, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, man, what, because you're talking about the NALC, you know what I'm saying, the New African Liberation Collective. You're talking about the Prison Lives Matter movement, you know what I'm saying, which is a very important movement as well, because, I've been on the inside, too, for a number of years. And seems like when you go up in there, the whole world just forgets about you, and let